We are going to obviously be able to find out, specific to auto manufacturing, because you've mentioned it a number of times. I mean, there are plenty of automobiles manufactured in this country, not just domestically by Ford or GM, but also many foreign companies as well, Secretary Lutnick. And they have supply chains that they've spent years sort of figuring out where things should be made to try to be, my sense is, as competitive as they can be globally. Do you think by moving everything back as you describe it, that they're going to be able to be competitive globally? Aren't prices ultimately going to actually have to rise?
I think if you want to buy things from other countries and you want to bring it into America, then the price is going to rise. But if you make it here, then of course the price won't rise. So make it here. Make it here. How hard is that to say? Just keep repeating it to yourself. There's no tariff if you make it here. So TSMC, the biggest chip manufacturer, says, okay, I'll make it here. You're going to watch everybody come to that realization. Apple, who builds it all in China. Why are they building it all in China and giving us our iPhone? Why don't they make it here? They used to say we don't have...
It's cheaper.
One answer, Mr. Secretary, is that wages are lower over there.
And now there are robots who can do it. You're going to see robotic production of iPhones and the jobs that are going to be created. People who build those factories, the mechanics who work on those robots. These jobs are going to be millions and millions of those jobs. These are great, high-paying jobs, and you don't need a college education to do it. This is the recreation of tradecraft in the United States of America, and Donald Trump is on it. He's bringing it back, and you are going to see Apple. Why did Apple say they're going to invest $500 billion in America? Because they're going to build the robots to build their iPhones in America.
That's the first time I've heard you, Mr. Secretary, merge the notions of reshoring and robotics, that somehow this is going to be two parts of the same story.
That's where it's coming from. I mean, how can Apple move? Like, if you look at Foxconn, who makes iPhones, right? They have 2.5 million people who work for them in China. And, of course, the worst statistic I can tell you about that is that they have the highest suicide rate of any company in the world, because they have these people live there and work there and live there and work there. That's just not an American way. How can we compete with that labor? The answer is robotics are going to do it better and cheaper, and the key to robotics is going to be American AI and American intuition and the American technology. It's all coming here. It's coming here now, and we need the people to fix them, to build these factories. Right. I mean, the scale by which these great jobs are coming to America is going to be amazing.
So, all right, because robots usually replace people, but you think that ultimately it's going to create jobs?
Oh, I'm sure of it. You're going to see my department is going to come out with a plan that has a guarantee. If you go into the training program, you will be guaranteed a job making more than $125,000, and we're going to have 5 million jobs available. And those jobs are going to be offered by who? By Apple, by TSMC, by SoftBank, by OpenAI. They all need to build their factories, maintain their factories, and operate their factories. These are a different kind of electrician, a different kind of plumber, HVAC people, a different kind of mechanic. These are the people who work on high tech like airplanes. And there's going to be millions of these jobs, and these jobs are going to make America great again from its workforce rebuilding. Automakers are going to come back. Everybody's coming back.
T-shirts,
this is the golden
sneakers,
age,
towels,
and you're talking about it today.